Okay, picture this. Just weeks after Hollywood loses Diane Keaton, an absolute icon, Andy Garcia gives this incredibly powerful tribute.
Right.
But he doesn't just call her a legend, he calls her a unicorn.
Mm-hmm. A unicorn.
And here's the kicker, the really surprising part. This wasn't like raw grief at a memorial service.
No.
This was a considered professional judgment. Decades in the making, apparently. And he shared it while he was getting a major award.
Yeah, the Vanguard Award. At the Critics' Choice Association's Latino Cinema and Television event, it really cut through,
Totally. It wasn't just mourning. It felt like he was placing her, defining her importance in cinema history.
Exactly. Irreplaceable.
Welcome to Starscope Report.
Join Jordan and Jamie as they break down Hollywood drama, music industry shakeups, and influencer scandals.
From red carpet surprises to viral TikTok controversies, we dive into the stories behind the headlines.
And today, our mission is a deep dive. We're really digging into the source material around this tribute.
Yeah, we want to go beyond just that headline word, unicorn, and unpack what Garcia actually meant, those specific qualities.
And why that label seemed to resonate. Why others in Hollywood seem to nod along,
We're actually tracing this back, like, over 30 years.
Mm-hmm. We've got these candid moments, photos Garcia himself took way back when.
And we're looking at what her peers said. Big names Jane Fonda, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
What did they say that backs up this unicorn idea?
We're aiming to reveal sort of the definition of that magical status Garcia talked about.
Okay, so let's set the scene first. The timing here is crucial. It really elevates the whole thing.
Right. So Keaton passed away October 11th, 2025.
And Garcia makes this unicorn comment just, 13 days later?
Yeah.
October 24th?
Yeah. While he's literally on a red carpet accepting this big career honor.
That context changes everything, doesn't it? It's not just a sweet thought. It feels like a significant professional assessment.
Absolutely. When an artist, another actor, uses a word like unicorn for a peer, well, it signals something profoundly rare.
Unique. Magical.
Irreplaceable, yeah. The sources suggest this was a reflective thing, a summary judgment. Even when the spotlight was meant to be on him, he turned it onto her legacy.
And, okay, the E! News interview gave us the word unicorn.
Right.
But the definition, the real explanation, that came from his Instagram tribute, which was very personal.
Yeah, that's where he spelled it out. He wrote, a unicorn of sorts. No one like her.
And then he gave the key, right? The thing that made her unique. It wasn't just fame.
Exactly. He defined her by her approach, he said. A beacon of spontaneity and originality that we all strive for.
Wow. A beacon we all strive for. That makes it a professional standard.
That's the operational definition right there. It lifts it out of just, personal sadness into professional admiration. She wasn't just a star. She represented a creative goal others wanted to reach.
So where did that specific view come from? You don't just call someone a beacon based on one movie.
Right. You have to go back.
Way back.
Yeah.
Their first connection, 1990, the set of The Godfather Part III.
Mm-hmm. Garcia was the newcomer, Vincent Mantini. Keaton was, Diane Keaton reprising Kay Adams. Already a legend.
So that's the origin story.
Yeah.
And the foundation for this decades-long admiration, it wasn't just being co-stars.
No, it seems like Garcia was really observing her right from the start, almost documenting her essence.
And the proof is so personal. That's what's compelling. When he eulogized her, he didn't use some official movie still.
No, he shared these candid snaps, throwback photos.
Photos he took personally of her while they were filming in Sicily 35 years ago.
Think about that. The pressure cooker set of a Godfather movie. Huge deal.
Yeah.
And Garcia's there not just acting, but also capturing these quiet, off-camera moments of Keaton.
And the photos, the sources say, they really back up that spontaneity idea.
How so?
They describe them showing her warmth and playful energy, like laughing between takes, smiling beneath the Mediterranean sun. It wasn't the posed movie star.
It was the person, the joyful individual who, years later, he'd call a unicorn. It suggests that that unscripted authenticity, that magic quality, he saw it right from the beginning.
Yeah. And his caption on Instagram connected it directly. He said, I was blessed to be in her light. I will carry it with me forever.
So the unicorn he defined in 2025, It was the same authentic, vibrant person he saw through his own camera lens back in 1990.
What's really interesting, too, is that this wasn't just a memory of that one film. They didn't work together again for ages.
Yeah, like 28 years, right? Until Book Club in 2018.
Where they finally played a romantic couple.
Yeah.
And that long gap, it seems like it only made Garcia more determined to work with her again.
It wasn't just, oh, it'd be nice to work with Diane again. For Garcia, it sounds like it was a real professional goal. A craving, almost.
He actually said it was on his bucket list. Repeatedly.
See? That confirms it. It wasn't just nostalgia. It was a documented, long-standing desire to collaborate with her again, specifically in that kind of role.
And let's dig into the why. Why was it a bucket list thing? It wasn't about attaching himself to her fame or anything.
No, it was about her craft, purely about the acting.
He said, because she's such an extraordinary actress, and then really specifically, as an actor, I want to be a part of that spontaneity.
He wanted that energy. He wanted to be in a scene with that, to experience it firsthand.
He wanted to stand next to the beacon, like you said.
Yeah, and the amazing thing is, when he finally got the chance in Book Club, it lived up to the hype he'd built in his head for 28 years.
He said she was so present. And the whole experience was everything I expected.
That's huge praise after waiting that long.
And Keaton herself talked about their dynamic, too. She said their scenes were really quite improvisational.
Improvisational, yeah.
And it was really fun to have a romance. So it wasn't stiff and overly scripted. It was playful.
Yeah.
Collaborative.
That's the unicorn quality again, isn't it? Being totally professional, present, but also inviting that playfulness, that improv. It's a rare mix.
There's that specific exchange the sources highlighted. It captures it perfectly. Keaton was getting praised for their chemistry.
Yeah.
And she kind of joked, deflected it, saying he had to act like he liked me. He had to pretend.
Classic Keaton deflection.
Right. But Garcia didn't just laugh it off. He immediately came back totally serious with this deep professional respect. He said, listen, as an actor, you couldn't aspire to a better partner to work with.
Wow, that cuts right through the joke. He's saying, no, seriously, working with you makes the work better. You elevate it.
She was fun and masterful.
Okay, so Garcia had this incredibly specific, deeply felt definition. Magical, spontaneity, originality, beacon.
Yeah.
But was that just his view,
Yeah.
based on their unique connection, or was it something the whole industry recognized?
That's the crucial question for a deep dive like this, right? Was unicorn just Garcia's word, or did it capture something everyone felt?
So what did the other Chimutes say? Did anyone else use similar language?
That's what's so striking. We looked at what her other major co-stars said, people she worked with across decades in different kinds of films, and the language, it's incredibly similar.
Really? So Garcia wasn't alone in this assessment?
Not at all. It seems like he just found the perfect single-word unicorn to summarize what pretty much everyone felt. His definition is totally backed up by her peers.
Okay, give me some examples. Who else?
All right, start with Mary Steenburgen, book club co-star.
Okay.
She went straight for that magical idea. She called Keaton magic. And then she said, almost echoing Garcia, there was no one, nor will there ever be, anyone like her. What a wonder she was.
Wow. No one like her. That's almost identical to Garcia's unicorn of sorts. No one like her.
Exactly. And then Jane Fonda, another co-star, she really hit on the originality part.
What did Fonda say?
She called Keaton truly unique, described her as a spark of life, someone endlessly creative. Not just in acting, but her whole way of being.
Endlessly creative. That resonates with the beacon of originality idea. The consistency is.
Yeah, it's uncanny. And it wasn't just from her later work. Think back to the mid-90s. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Right, Marvin's Room?
He remembered her as one-of-a-kind, brilliant, funny, and unapologetically herself.
Unapologetically herself. That is originality. That's the authenticity Garcia saw way back in Sicily, not trying to be anyone else.
And Ben Stiller, too, he emphasized the range. He called her an icon of style, humor, and comedy. Brilliant.
So you put it all together and you get this clear picture. Across decades, across genres, her peers saw the same thing. This singular, unrepeatable mix of talent, humor, originality, and just being herself.
So Garcia's unicorn wasn't just a beautiful metaphor. It was an accurate, industry-wide professional assessment.
So bringing it all together, what's the final takeaway? What does this unicorn status really mean for her legacy and maybe for us?
Well, the synthesis seems to be that it wasn't about being effortlessly charming or just, quirky.
It was active.
Exactly. It was a generative force. Her spontaneity, her originality, it actively elevated the work of people around her. She brought something extra, something alive to the scene.
Something not on the page.
Right. And her co-stars, like Garcia, they didn't just admire it from afar. They craved being part of it. They wanted to play along.
And connecting that back to Garcia's beacon comment, the key insight here is that her originality wasn't seen as some unattainable magic trick.
No.
No, it was seen as an aspirational standard, something other artists actively wanted to be near, to learn from, to be sparked by.
Garcia's phrase, a beacon, that we all strive for, that positions her as this creative benchmark.
His 28-year bucket list thing wasn't about her fame. It was about wanting that creative boost, that elevation you get from working with someone truly original.
She made the improv fun. She made the scenes better. She made her partners better. And that light, that spark Garcia first saw through his camera in Sicily.
It's still a goal for creators today.
Which kind of leaves us with a final thought, doesn't it, for you, the listener, whether you're in Hollywood or doing something completely different.
Yeah. If the goal isn't really to be a unicorn, because maybe that's impossible.
Right.
But to strive for that kind of active spontaneity and originality that she embodied, what does that mean for us?
What creative risks, maybe, should we be taking in our own work, our own fields?
Something to think about.
Definitely.
You've been listening to Starscope Report, where Jordan and Jamie uncover the stories shaping Hollywood, music, and pop culture.
Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.